Golden Axe is one of the most critically acclaimed games on the Sega Genesis and regarded as a classic beat-em-up by retro gamers.
No shit.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Charles.
And this is Golden Axe. Like most games, when you turn on Golden Axe, there is a press start screen.
After pressing start, you were given the option to either play beginner or arcade mode. We choose arcade mode and expect the second player can just press start from the character select screen.
But no, because player 1 pressed start at the start screen, player 2 is now fucked.
Check out the enclosed instruction book.
So now you have to restart the entire game. Why would the programmers design the game like this? Was it like this in the arcades?
Like a person puts in a quarter, which was like a fucking toonie back in the day, and his friend wants to play too, but he put his money in already, so since you already put your money in and press start, he just wastes his fucking money.
So now player 2 gets to choose his character,
About fucking time.
and there are 3 characters to choose from.
So I get to choose between a chunky chick in a bikini, a pale white guy in a Speedo, and a blonde Gimli.
So the first screen of the game throws exposition at you so naturally you press the button to skip it. But let's actually read what's on screen. Death Adder invaded the castle and has taken the king and princess prisoners. My good friend Alex was also killed in the battle.
Who the hell is Alex? Who's actually talking so far? It didn't say. I guess it's just the narrator. Apparently the narrator's friend Alex was killed. It has to be, since they didn't establish that any of the characters were talking, and nothing about the character descriptions in the manual talked about the characters knowing Alex.
So since you're pressing A to skip the dialogue, you keep tapping it till it's gone, and when it's finally finished, you do fucking magic. What the hell?
When A is usually the first button you press to figure out the controls, you don't expect it to be an attack you want to save for later. So you inevitably waste your MP just trying to figure out the controls.
So again, you reset the game to go to the settings and reconfigure your controls to better suit how you want to play the game. The game is like any other beat 'em up. You move with the D-pad, and whenever you configure your buttons to be, you can use slash, jump, and magic. Each character has a unique special attack.
Well, the dwarf has a special attack, but the other 2 characters have the same fucking move, a backward swing that never friggin' works.
Like I was saying, but every character has a dash attack, and a dash pogo jump.
You can ride animals, but it would be easier to use a toilet with electricity running through it.
You fight the basic enemies, but there are quite a variety of them. You got giants, chicks, mini-bosses. You never know what you're gonna fight next. I said earlier about some of the frustrating magic use. The amount of magic you have is displayed at the top in slots.
But it doesn't matter. When you use magic, it uses all of it. I'd rather use a small bit of magic at a time when I want to break and regroup in battle. Instead, even with all your saved magic, it doesn't do that much more damage than just beating the big bosses down. The point is, I want quantity, in this case, over quality.
You would think riding an animal would be the funnest part of the game, but really it isn't. It's easily the worst part because of how easy it is to get knocked off. Enemies are always dashing into you.
Now that we're talking about it, what's with the animals? When you knock the riders off of them, they just sit down and rest until someone else jumps on their back. If I were a war animal, I don't think I would just lie there like a baby. I'd kick some fucking ass and attack that chunky bitch.
When it isn't known, both players would try and get it and just end up hitting each other. It's easy to fall off ledges because of the lack of psychological boundaries in the game.
When someone starts screaming, the entire music and sound effects come to a halt. When you die, it's easy to accidentally hit the don't continue button and completely fuck player 2 over.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong.
On single player, this game is impossible. Enemies have the habit of surrounding and beating the shit out of you. Enemies can hide behind invisible barriers and just come out to attack, and you have no way of hitting them back there.
A lacking gameplay aspect that sucks is that there's no blocking, so there's no way to defend against attacks other than getting them first.
You're gonna be laying the smackdown on someone and your partner can accidentally get caught in your combo and drain his health. We know each of these aspects don't sound too bad, but together these are game-breaking flaws that drain your health and waste your attacks.
We are keeping in mind the fact that this is a very old game, but just because it's old doesn't mean that it's a classic.
One of the main reasons we made this review was to counterpoint the large number of old-school fans that praise this game's gameplay. But it isn't a good game. It's stiff and unenjoyable. Golden Axe was a landmark, but is nowhere near the best Genesis game or even a good beat-em-up.
Congratulations!
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 Congratulations!